I've seen thousands of movies, but there's only one line that I still think about often. And it's not what you're expecting. It's not like a cool line, are you not entertained? I am your father. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum and I'm all out of bubblegum. Nothing like that. This line is actually from 50 Shades of Grey, and it stands the test of time as the worst piece of dialogue I've ever heard make it into the final cut of a film. I don't know how many of you have actually tried reading 50 Shades of Grey, but it's written as if it's fan fiction from a different planet. It's not hot or even like sexual half the time, it's just like goofy and silly. It's more of a comedy than it is an erotic novel. That's actually where I learned the term sodden panties, which has been deeply woven into my vernacular since. Back when I was undercover as an erotic poet named Genghis Swan, I read so much god awful sexual schlock fantasy, yet none of it was as poorly written as 50 Shades of Grey. There's an author named Chuck Tingle who makes books that are like Dr. Bigfoot Attorney at Lard took my butthole, or the reptiles from the ninth dimension sucked my butt dry, and those are better written than 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not exaggerating, and I know it's low-hanging fruit to pick apart 50 Shades of Grey writing, but I need to set the stage here. When 50 Shades of Grey went from the book to the big screen, I was a little worried they would have cleaned up the writing, but they didn't. It is still so unbelievably poorly written for the films. I was so happy. I was elated. So let me go ahead and show you my favorite line in cinema history, an actual masterpiece of disaster when it comes to writing.
Are you gonna make love to me now?
Two things. First, I don't make love. I fuck. Hard.
And the second thing?
Come.
The greatest 24 seconds of your life. I have no doubt about that. You're welcome. Let's break that down, because that's poetry. Are you going to make love to me now? I don't make love. I fuck. Hard. Bro, I'm fucking squirting. What a line. And I feel like her reaction to that information, where she's like licking her lips and shit, was trying to like hold in a laugh. I imagine this is like the 50th take, because each time they couldn't do it with a straight face, so they had to keep trying. It's just so good, but it's not perfect. If I was the director, I would have put the kibosh on the second part of that statement, because he says it's two things, but the first thing's the only one that matters. The second thing is just come. All he says is come. So what should have happened is, she says, "Are you going to make love to me now?" Christian Grey responds by putting his finger over her lips. Shh. I don't make love. I steam ham. The line's negotiable. I can be flexible there. We'd have to consult a test audience to see what really hits the hardest and what's the hottest. Maybe I don't make love, I boink. I don't make love, I mash pissers. I don't know. But something like really, with a lot of chutzpah to it. So I really wish they didn't have that second line in there, but even still, this is an incredible line that I often do think about. It's also just extremely versatile. You can use this in so many situations. Like, let me paint you a picture. You're at Rainforest Cafe getting dinner with the boys, and you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. When you get back, one of your friends is like, "Hey Charlie, I noticed you were in the bathroom for a long time. Were you taking a shit?" Shit? I don't shit. I dump. Poop. There's just so many ways of using this, line, and it's so goddamn sexy every single time. Yeah, I've heard this line by now, maybe 20-something times over the years, and it's still so good. It's a fine wine that I'll often stir around, aerate a bit, and huff. It's just fucking wonderful. I don't make love. I fuck. Hard. Actual goosebumps. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about today, because I got to thinking about it, so I figured I might as well share it, because maybe some of you didn't see the 50 Shades of Grey movie, and you're doing yourself a massive disservice by avoiding the trilogy here. One of the finest trilogies of all time, up there with Lord of the Rings and the original Star Wars trilogy, I'll tell you what. The movies are basically like a giant anime montage, but with, censored sex. You see titty every now and then and some butt, like a little bit of ass, and that's about it. And it's always set to modern pop music. That's it. Like, you just get a little montage of simulated intercourse. So if that's your cup of tea, 50 Shades of Grey is for you. But I do think they are entertainingly bad at certain points. Example, this line, this whole interaction, really. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.